Today, an early season non-conference showdown here on EA Sports College Football, hitting the SEC against the Big Ten. It's the UCLA Bruins and the Texas A&M Aggies. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
When you walk into Kyle Field in College Station, Texas, it is so dynamic. From the traditions, the cheering, the crowd in unison. It is straight up and down of electric Aggie pride. This is one of the most unique places you can ever watch a college football game, and we expect it to be just as loud and energetic here today. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Knight. Picks up the first down. He's running free down the middle. Past the 20. Smashes him with the stiff arm. Touchdown, UCLA! Once he got some room, it was over.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
He'll bring it out. It's Craver. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's got an alley. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returner, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. You get a return like that, and it can't just be the guy with the ball who's right. Everybody has to do a job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Bruins offense makes its way onto the field, hoping to get things going here. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Throwing, Imaliava. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
From the gun on third down, Iamaleava trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. And he fights his way, but they'll stop him just short of the line to gain its fourth down.
Right there, I think you need a better play call. You got to help your quarterback out a little bit because the throw has got to at least make it to the sticks. On that last play, you're basically trusting the guy to make a few dudes miss in order to go pick up that first down. I think you need to start being a bit more aggressive here when these third downs present themselves.
And the Bruins will bring the punt team onto the field. The punter snapped to the up end. It's a fake. There's some room. He's at the 10, and he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Bruins! Talk about a play call working just as it's designed. You could tell, man, they worked on that one a ton.
You can tell they worked on it and worked on it, but do you have the testicular fortitude to call it in a big moment like this? And you do. In a game, in real-life drills, and it works? My goodness, what a call.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Quarterback making adjustments. Here's Reed to throw. Fires to the middle. And the timing just a hair off.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
They're dealing with a second and long. Running inside. It's Edwards. Oh, he's got some space. The 40. The 30. He's at the 20. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now in this defense to tackle.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Iamaleava. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on third down. Now Iamaleava. Quickly out to the tight end. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Well, I know there's a lot of people out there thinking, hey, it's third down, you got to throw to the sticks here, but I like the call getting the drag, you get the catch. He advances it a little bit, doesn't quite pick it up, but now you've set up 4th and short. And you've got to think on offense, you've got to play somewhere that can go pick up this first down.
Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They evened things up the last time they had it, and the defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Throwing Reed. Makes the grab on the left. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. Quarterback making checks. In the gun, 3rd down, Reed. Zings it complete to the right. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
The run inside. It's Edwards. Might have a chance. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners. When he kicked it in gear, he got the long touchdown.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Just one of those mistakes that can't happen as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Knight. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
On target over the middle. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. More precision throws from this Bruin quarterback, much like a Rick Neuheisel used to play.
Just pinpoint accurate. Put the ball right where you want to. You think about Troy Aikman, you think about some of those other great names in UCLA history.
And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Here's Iamaleava to throw. Got his man to the left. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
The Bruins have this offense rolling. Outstanding work by this defense, reading their keys, staying at home, and knocking him down for a loss.
Well, the offense is trying to go with the trick play, and they're dialing up the reverse, but the defense had great eye discipline. They tracked the football from the running back to the receiver, and they were able to rally to him and make a big tackle for a loss.
Just a short pass to the tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise. Backing this defense on third down. Deafening noise. Here's Yamayama. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And I absolutely understand wanting to make a play for your team, man, but you've got to know when to give it up. You're at this part of the field, man. This is the part of the field where you throw the football. You get rid of it. You don't take a sack because what that does now to your field goal operation, it makes it a lot longer. Now the decision becomes a lot harder for this offense when he could have just thrown the football away and not taken the big loss.
They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. The give to the lone running back. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Wants to adjust the pattern. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. As we take a look at the stats, both teams putting up numbers. Will we see more offensive firepower on display, or will the defenses finally find their footing? We're ready to go here in the second. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. They'll move the wide receiver. Right back to the well. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at third and long.
Nice job by the defense just being very sound, understanding what they were seeing, and going and getting it. A lot of times these running backs force missed tackles and make you miss and make big plays. This defense did a good job of not letting that happen.
The last two runs went headlong into a brick wall. Now third and 10. Reed gets it out quickly, and he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide.
Gonna take a shot. Intercepted deep in his own end. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
Here comes the UCLA offense onto the field to start this drive. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put some... Turning it on! He's at the 40. At the 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins!
Just hand it to him and let him do the work, man. Over 100 yards on the first half. That big, explosive play. That will do it. That will get you almost there. When you can hand it off to a guy like this and he can take it the distance, it makes play calling for an offensive guy, it's so much fun. It's easy. Hand it to him, he gone.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point splits the uprights. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. He'll bring bring it out. It's Craver. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now first down from the 37. Reed makes the grab. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
And I think one of the secret sauces from a year ago for A&M was Craver and Concepcion. They were the best 1-2 punch in college football as far as playmaking receivers. Guys that could catch it short and take it long. Now you bring in Horton, who comes over from Alabama.
Finding some room. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you've got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
A&M comes back out with another first down. Motion from the wideout. Running inside. It's Morrow. Breaks into the open. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty. They're just so hard to tackle. And you can see he just does a great job breaking tackles, breaking tackles. He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop at the running back spot.
Makes the grab. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Aggie. His third touchdown of this game and his third on the season. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. Ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. And the Bruins want to move quickly.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Throwing, Imaliava. Working that left side now. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
Tight end finds a soft spot. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Some programs just seem to be built for a great passing game. The patron saint of Bruin passers is Troy Aikman.
And honestly, Reese, it makes me think of the UCLA blue, the sweet uniforms with the gold, just Quarterback's looking sweet. McNown, DTR, looking the part, being the part.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Nico Iamaleava throwing again. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Got the first down himself. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
And it's just a pick-your-poison thing for this defense. They decide to play man-to-man, really good coverage in the back end, taking away the pass, but then what happened? The quarterback sees it. Not only does he see it, everybody trailing their guy, so much space for him. He takes off and makes the huge run for this offense.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front, establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
So now it's 2nd and long. Keep it on the ground. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Oh, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. A big stop from this defense as they force a 4th down and a decision coming right now. Texas A&M will use its 2nd timeout. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. 4th down, Iamaleava. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
And now that completely changes the thought process for this offense. Like, you're thinking, don't make a bad play, don't turn it over, understand I might have to punt the football. Now you flip the field position immediately, looking to be aggressive to get some points before the half.
That last chunk play is one that'll really put a drive on the move. It's 1st and 10 from the 43. Here's a heat. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Iamaleava fires to the tight end. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on 1st down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the 1st down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
They'll give it to him again. And the defense snows him under after a very short game. The Bruins call timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Quickly to the tight end. Clock has stopped. Timeout has been called by UCLA. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Bruins have it with a 1st and 10. Here's Iamaleava to throw. It's complete on the right side. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Bruins choose to use their final timeout here. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Throws it back. Touchdown, UCLA! Makes the catch, plenty of room, feet down in the end zone.
Every coach in the country talks about finishing half strong. Man, how about that? You get the touchdown, a chance to tie this game up and take all the momentum into halftime.
And he puts through the extra point. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Here's Reed to throw. Pressure coming. Avoids the pressure and gets away. At the 35, he's got room. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. We begin with the UConn Huskies taking on the number 10 team, the Houston Cougars. And it's the Huskies looking to bounce back from the Game 1 loss. They lead here in the first half.
Across the 20 and out of bounds at the 21-yard line, and just like that, they're out of trouble.
Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak.
And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
And you're seeing the pass rush on the second play of the drive. They dial it up. Look at the speed and athleticism this defense has as they corral the quarterback for a loss.
The Bruins call timeout. It's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
Man, that's a big stop on this first drive. That's got to energize this defense. They didn't have a great first half. Let's just call it what it is. They could have done a lot better. But to come out, make some adjustments, get a stop on this first possession, that's a good sign for this defense.
They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. The Bruins offense makes its way onto the field, hoping to get things going here. Throwing, Iamaleava. the quarterback down at the 26.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. Makes the catch. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on third down. Now Iamaleava got his man on the right. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be fourth down.
And defensively on third down, man, that is absolutely your goal. You want to play top down, play back. If they want to dump the ball off to the running back, so be it. But you got to tackle him, and you got to get him to the ground. And that's exactly what this defense does, and they force the fourth down.
And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Quarterback gets the first down. There he goes. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
This attack so lethal with that big play capability. Now 1st and 10 from the 29. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Well, it didn't take this offense very long, man. They're an explosive play waiting to happen, and it doesn't have to come from throwing the football. As you see, sometimes simple enough, turn around, hand it off, let your running back go do the work. That's an explosive play. Just the second play of the drive, and already they're in the red zone.
On first down from the 13-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the RPO, complete. Could not make his way to the corner.
Yeah, nice job on the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job on the D.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Throwing, Reed. Quickly complete. Touchdown, Aggies. They take the lead here in the second half.
Yeah, it's so nice to have guys out wide that you just trust that you can feed the football, and this guy will do the rest, will cross that goal line, will take care of you, make you look like a genius. That's that kind of guy right there.
And the extra point was good. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Go back to work on offense. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight... He's taking the shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. The run inside. It's Knight. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Deafening noise. Here's Iamaleava. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And the Bruins decide to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll take it on the return. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. With the last drive in for a touchdown, they'll try to do it again on this one. Looking for a gap. It's Edwards. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
That's a big stop for the defense. That running back has had so much success. You're down in the football game. You need to get the ball back to your offense. You create a play like this. This will get the fires going, get the juices going. Now we got to go get a few more.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback may change this route. Reed. He's going to let it go. Snags it down the right side.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. You're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
To the air, it's Reed. Quickly complete. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
The Aggies with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. The give on the option. And he stopped right there, no gain on the play.
Maybe that stop is a good sign for this defense. Maybe the defense is starting to figure it out. Obviously, offense has been running the football with so much success. Something has to change. That was a good start.
They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. Reed makes the grab. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Under fire. They've got the screen set up. Touchdown, Aggie! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David, when the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players. And quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his 2nd touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Iamaleava fires quickly. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Looking for space, it's Knight. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. The Bruins will hustle to the line. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. Still third down, but more ground to cover after the flag. From the gun on third down, Iamaleava can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be fourth down.
And man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here. Missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
And the Bruins will punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They've been feeling it, back-to-back touchdowns on the last 2 possessions to grab the lead, and now they'll try to extend it a little. Snags it, and he's open. Inside the 30. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 of the 11.
After giving up that big shot defensively, how confident are you calling that coverage again? You're now on your own end of the field, and now your backs are against the wall.
They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it first and 10 in the red zone. On the run, it's Edwards. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas A&M. He scores for the 5th time in this game. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th.
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the UCLA offense onto the field to start this drive. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
The Bruins are in the hurry-up. Saying in the gun on third down. Quick completion on the out route. Maybe some room here. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. And, Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
He's got the tight end, and he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
And that's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
And the Bruins come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Wrestled down at that 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game.
Touchdown, Bruins! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. The AT unit on the field.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
He'll bring it out. It's Craver. He was bold to bring that thing out of the end zone, but he'll go out of bounds at the 17-yard line. Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. So that last touchdown made it a two-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And I like where the quarterback got because I think he needed to check the football down, but the pressure got there a little bit too fast, and he just didn't have enough time to get it to his running back and maybe put a positive spin on this play instead of an incompletion.
Throws to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Man, that is such great 3rd down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at, because he's probably going to get that 1st down, but nice timing. Sometimes guys get there just a little bit early, get the pass interference, but that was right on time to make the hit and dislodge that football.
And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch. UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. Buying some time. Looking for his man in the middle. He's got it inside the 25. And he scores! Touchdown, Bruins!
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again, and how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. He's got his man, makes the grab. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the fourth quarter. First down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through it.
Might be changing the route. Here's Reed to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
They're staring down the defense and this crowd on this huge 3rd and 4. Motion from the wide receiver. On the move. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Man, so nice to have a QB. When you need him, in the moments, can get those big 3rd down conversions with his legs. He does it here. He showed you the wheels some today, but a nice job late in this football game when you really need it.
They've got a first down here. Want to start its bend to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
I know you took a loss on first down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead, and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against the defense that knows you're going to do it.
They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. Throwing Reed. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Edwards. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Gets it to the back. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Reed. Hauls it in. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
They'll run it. It's Owens. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Clock has stopped. Timeout has been called by UCLA. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll go right back to it. Hard running there. They brought him down, but not soon enough, and they're going to be able to run out the clock from here.
This is a pretty easy situation for the offense right here, guys. We need one play. We need one run up front. O-line, we need you to come through for us and ice this scam. They do a great job allowing that back to pick up the first.
Yeah, it's just physicality up front. The big boys creating some space because the defense knew what was going on. They have to get a stop here or this football game is over. A lot of guys near the line of scrimmage. They can't get it done, and it is over.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Got nothing last time, now second and goal from the 3. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And in this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes on.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to go out, work hard in practice, and see that hard work really pay itself off on game day. This is a team that's really starting to believe in itself.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.